Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you are tuning in. My name is Jonathan Torres-Herrera, and you are watching or listening to the JTH show. Today, we're going to talk about Friends, the TV show, coming back. Yay! But not how you think. Roll the intro. Everything does taste better in that cup. I'm serious. All right. So, okay. Today, I came across an article from today.com. And the headline of the article is Sterling K. Brown will play Ross in Friends, reimagining with an all-black cast. Yeah. So, why do I want to talk about this video? Right? Do I think an all-black cast is wrong? No. No, I don't. Actually, some of my favorite movies are with an all-black cast, or majority, 99% of it. Why do I take notice of this article? Why do I immediately want to talk about it with you guys? Well, it's because, in my opinion, this is going to set more division than unity. For some. Yes, arguably for some, this will be something to celebrate, and make a party over. Yay. I honestly don't think, just based on the comments, that it's going to be, that's the common feeling. In fact, I know that because they already did something similar before they're doing this Friends with an all-black cast, with another show that it's also very loved, by many, The Golden Girls, right? Which, yes, had an all-white cast. Even though some of the characters, in fact, funny thing, just like in Friends, had some with Italian descent, right? If you guys didn't know this, and Joey Tribbiani in Friends was Italian. He's white Italian, right? Here's a funny thing. Okay, so to be fair and to get some facts out of the way, they're not going to redo the whole show. No, this is not something that's going to start filming soon. In fact, this is just a Zoom call, table read. In my opinion, this is more of like, let's test the waters, under the pretense that it's just to unify people and to distract people. And right now with COVID and everybody being in lockdown, so to speak, I guess, depending on where you're at. In my opinion, this is, like I said, more to test the waters, to see how far creators can push, changing certain movies, shows to a cast that they feel will, bring them more attention, more positive attention, or people will celebrate. I honestly don't think that is going to happen. Again, will it happen with some people? Will some people be over the top happy? I can imagine yes, right? But I don't think that's going to be the majority. It's not even going to be a 50-50. In my opinion, what's going to happen is you're going to have individuals, because this is not the first show, right, that they've attempted to change over completely to an all-black cast, right? This is very similar to what happened with Ghostbusters. Now, I know that wasn't an all-black cast, but if you remember the latest Ghostbuster movie, right, or remake has been with all-woman cast, right? And very similar, you had a large fan base saying, what are you doing? Right? These are movies that we grew up with, people that especially grew up in the late 80s, 90s. And they're like, why do you have to do that? Why? Just to be edgy, why do you have to do that? Were there some women, or even men that were very happy that Ghostbusters got remade and, with an all-woman cast? I can imagine so, yes. But I remember seeing the vast majority of people were upset, because they're taking something that many of us grew up with, right? I grew up with Friends, right? I would say that I might have or might have not bought almost every single DVD set. Maybe. Who knows? Quien sabe? I remember I shed a tear or two when they took it off Netflix. I was like this close to canceling my Netflix subscription, right? And then I'm like, whatever, I'll go to Hulu or wherever I went. And then you get, certain creators, again, they're like, what would be really cool? Let's change something that people hold dear to their hearts. Because I'm not the only one, right? Many people love series like Friends and Golden Girls. And to be edgy and to see what we can throw out there in the world right now, especially right now, and see what pops, see what noise it makes back, right? This doesn't unify people. It if anything, it brings a larger wedge between people that will take it personal. No, I'm not one of those fans. I'm not gonna, I don't know, write a letter or cancel this, I don't know, whatever, right? I'm not gonna do any of that negativity. I'm gonna take it for what it is, other than do a show with you guys today and whatever, roll my eyes. But there are other people that are a bit more extreme than me. We can agree that not everybody's like JT, and it's like, oh, whatever, thumbs it down as at the most. No, there are some people, because I already saw that. First write a big paragraph, get other people to be like, you know what I mean? If you guys let's go ahead and cancel this and cancel that, and we're gonna go protest, and that's how things get out of control when people feel attacked like this. It is unnecessary, right? Because then you have all the other arguments. Something as simple as, can we do it the other way around? People, there's this video, I can't remember the hostess name, but I remember she was, I think, in Vox, VOX. There was a little clip I saw a long time ago, maybe a year or two ago. She was a black host, and she was arguing, or defending rather, the fact that there are many characters, right, whether it be in comic books, that are now movies, or just in general, in entertainment, that have been, switched from whatever previous ethnicity they were, whether it be white, Asian, Mexican, whatever, mainly white, to black, and that it was okay because what made that character special wasn't the fact that they were white. However, you can do that vice versa with some characters, right? People were throwing things at her in the comments, right? Like, hey, well, can we do that with Blade? No, you can't. And Blade, by the way, I mean this character from the comic books that's like half vampire, right? Wesley Snipes played that character, famously for like a couple movies, a few movies, 3 movies actually. No, you can't do that with him. You can't change him. Right? I remember that argument. Same thing was with like, obviously in today's day, like Black Panther. People are going to be like, you can never touch Black Panther, right? For multiple reasons, especially now with the passing of the actor. Okay, but you can definitely change a character like Nick Fury. Some of you guys didn't know this. The character Nick Fury in the comic book is actually white. But it has been changed. And you know what? I was going to say Jack Nicholson. What's the actor's name from Nick Fury? Samuel Jackson. Thank you. Did a great role, right? It fit him like a glove. Fantastic. I'm not going to say there are not some characters that if you change them, they don't work. That's not what this is. That's not, in my opinion, what this is. Of taking certain sitcoms, isn't it funny that these are sitcoms with white characters and completely going the opposite direction? It's not, right? It's not, because I've seen other table reads that they'll take actors and they'll do like some other random movie just to entertain. I've seen them, right? There was one recently with like Shia LaBeouf and a whole bunch of other actors. This has a more nefarious, hidden message, motive rather, right? Of trying to see what they can throw against the wall and see how much spice they can get out of this, right? All by saying it's for a good cause. Stop it. And if you dare say something, you're being a racist. I don't feel like I'm being a racist right now for pointing something out that in my opinion is pretty obvious, and I'm not the only one to say it because there's a lot of comments sharing a very similar sentiment, right? And saying, do something else. Do a table read of Martin, right? A show, if you guys didn't know this, I think also in the 90s, created by Martin Lawrence, a famous comedian. Do a table read about that. Do any episode you want. That was already a black cast. Now, if you say, JT, well, so you're saying that if you're not white, you can't touch Friends or The Golden Girls? That's not what I'm saying, right? If they would have said, hey, we're going to do different actors, like I just said a minute ago with Shia LaBeouf, and just different actors, regardless of their background and their ethnicity. And we're going to do table reads to entertain the people right now that a lot of people are still in their quarantine. Let's do that, right? Okay. By all means, go and entertain. You're an entertainer. That's what you do. This is a creator that sat somewhere in his home, in his apartment somewhere, and they're like, okay, we got to make some noise. We got to make some noise in this production house. How much does it cost to grab Gabriel Union and like I said, it was Sterling, right? K Brown. How much does it cost to get those people? Let's get the table reading going. We'll say it's a good cause. What show can we do now? Why not do something like the George Lopez show? I don't remember the name of the show, but the sitcom that George Lopez had on I don't know if on ABC or something for many years. I don't remember what station, but still, why not do that one? No, that's not edgy enough. Was it just a George Lopez or something like that, right? Yeah, something like that. Either way, no, that's not edgy enough. Take Raymond. Why not do Raymond, right? Oh, they're a bunch of Italians. Everybody loves Raymond. No. Again, just my opinion, right? You guys let me know in the comments below if you guys think I'm off or, I'm just fishing. Again, not the only one. Many people are feeling like this is just, a narrative that's going to divide people. And it potentially can, and it will, I think. I honestly think it will. Because, again, going the other way around, people would get upset. What was that? Say it louder. About the what? Which one? Oh, yeah. Good point. Sorry. Yeah, that's a good point. So, like always, I always prep with my wife, right? Before we start the show, we talk about certain points. I should really write those down. We were talking about, right? When you have creators, Disney did this. Arguably, this is one of the few things Disney has ever done, that it's like, oh, applaud for them. They do plenty wrong. But Disney, when they're like, hey, there's not enough diversity in your princesses, right? They didn't go like, okay, fine, Snow White will be black. No. Did they do that to Cinderella? No. They're like, let's not touch those because, no, let's just not touch them. Not a good idea. Let's create a whole new one, a whole new world, no pun intended. Let's bring her in, Tiana, right? Princess and the Frog. Watch the movie. Great. Fantastic. Was it a success? For some it was. For some it wasn't. But they gave the black community a princess, right? Now if you buy like little action figures, because I bought them for my daughter, usually she's included. And I say usually because usually you only have like the top 3 old princesses, right? Like Cinderella, Snow White, and Sleeping Beauty. But usually if you buy more, you have even like Mulan, right? Now you can now buy and stuff like that. That is by all means something that I think any section of entertainment can do and say, we're not going to really replace it. We're going to add to it, right? When they did like the whole Spider-Man thing, by the way, which I guess brings it to also to the same point. Like Peter Parker, we're not going to make him black all of a sudden. We're going to create a whole new Spider-Man, Miles Morales, give him his own movie, his own background, his own everything, right? And I think he's like mixed like with Latino and black, but doesn't matter. He's not white. He's not a white Peter Parker. We're not going to rename him Peter Parker. And they could have because they have the whole universe thing going, right, with the Spider-Man. They're going to be like, oh, in another universe, he's not a pig. He's not going to be a robot. He's going to be black, and he's also going to be called Peter Parker. No. They're like, let's not touch Peter Parker, right? Let's just do a Miles Morales. And again, very successful, right? The movie was really successful. My kid wouldn't stop playing it for I don't know how many days. I reheard Post Malone and that one little song. I don't know how I still hear it sometimes at night. That's what I think creators need to do. Be original. Similar and take inspiration, by all means. Be similar, but don't just, we're going to take whatever you have. You like it? It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's now black. You're like, what? Why? Don't say it or you're racist. You know what? We're going to cancel you. Where's my phone real quick? You get it, right? Okay. That's it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Those of you guys that speak both languages, English and Spanish, my Spanish video, which being that today is the 21st and I'm filming this on the 21st, I might release 2 videos tomorrow. Because then you're going to be seeing this video, I feel like on the 23rd, and it's going to be 2 behind. That's probably what I'll do tomorrow is release 2 videos, which is like, why? I don't know, because I'm filming a whole bunch of episodes tonight. Anyways, that's it for today, guys. Have a good rest of your day. Hope you enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe. And remember that you can catch the entire podcast show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or Radio Public. All right, cool. Thank you. See ya.